right, y'all, let's give this a shot, huh? All right. For those of y'all who don't know, my name is Uncle Deadeye, and we're going to do this show here because, quite frankly, I'm fucking bored and I ain't got shit else to do with my life. And my sons keep telling me that I should tell my stories to the world and let them all know about the shit that made me who I am. The purpose of this shit is real simple, y'all. To explain how I went from a kid getting kicked out of school in 3rd grade to pulling armed robberies at the age of 19. And now I'm a father of 4, who's mentored hundreds of kids and become a successful businessman. All right? And still managed to keep my ass out of jail the whole time. So we're not here to glorify shit. So any of y'all who think that need to put that shit to bed right now. But I'm known for my brutal honesty. So if I talk about shit and I laugh about shit or whatever, that's just the way I talk. And just the way I do things. So before y'all talk all that, oh my God, look at him. He's not setting a good example for the kids. Well, first of all, the kids should be watching his fucking shit anyway. All right. And if you weren't a shitty fucking parent, all right, you would not let your kids fucking watch this shit. So if your kid watches this and you don't like it, well, you're a shitty fucking parent. You probably should work on that shit. All right. I'm not here to get rich off some YouTube money. If this happens, great. If it don't, that ain't the purpose of this. I'm not here to show off. I'm not here trying to impress you. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think about me anyways. All right, if you ain't sucking my dick or paying my fucking bills, I don't give a shit what you think. All right, I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. The purpose is simple. To show that you can overcome shit and be successful, and to show the people that think that guys like me don't deserve a second chance that they're fucking stupid. All right, I also want to show people, all right, hey, that, you know what, the shit you do in a 5-minute span, that don't define you, and you don't have to let that define you for the rest of your life. Because people have been telling me I'm a loser since I was in fucking 2nd fucking grade. All right, so I'm going to try to keep these episodes short and try to keep things moving. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody who comes in and watch. If I have one person watch, great. If I have 100,000 people watch, great. I don't give a shit, because the truth is I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing it because I told my sons that I would do it for them. And I always tell them, hey, listen, you know what? You know, you got to go out there and do shit, even if it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing. So I'll do my best to get all the details 100% correct. Some of this shit is 30 plus years ago, so details get foggy. So if I get something wrong, so be it. Don't inbox me telling me the fucking chow hall was on the west side of the gym or some stupid shit, because I don't fucking care. All right, some of the names are changed, some ain't. Truth is, I'm not caring too much about that shit. I'm gonna press play and then my ADD do the rest. So I'm going to be honest, I ain't got a whole lot of idea how the hell I'm going to do this. Usually my show's just live and I just get to interact with people. So this shit feels phony as hell. Feels like I'm out here fucking putting on some kind of fucking some kind of circus act or some shit. But I promised my son I would do it, so I'll do it. All right, so let's get this party started. All right. I've been in a whole lot of different institutions in my life, all right, from adults to prisons, from adult prisons to youth homes, to group homes, to mental hospitals, to state hospitals, you name it, I've seen that shit, all right. I've seen people fucking stabbed, I've seen people fucking robbed, I've seen people get their ass whooped, I've seen motherfuckers get chucked down the fucking stairs, all right. I've seen it all. You hear motherfuckers get raped, you hear motherfuckers, all type of shit, all right. So what I want to do first is give you all a little background about me, all right. I didn't grow up poor. I'm not gonna sit here and this ain't a fucking sob story about how, I grew up poor and all that shit. Listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You are what you are. You either make the best out of what the fuck you got or you don't. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I always teach, the kids and the kids that I work with is, you know what, losers make excuses and winners make it happen. And that's the truth. We could sit around all day and we can blame Jesus, our mom, our dad, whatever, you know what I'm saying, for the problems that we got. But the truth of the matter is, we're the ones who got to solve our fucking problems. And the longer we wait around for everybody else to solve them motherfuckers, the more problems we're going to have. And the first way you solve the fucking problems, a guy like me, is admitting, hey, listen, if I'm waiting for somebody else to fix this shit, it's not going to happen. All right, so the first story I'm going to tell you guys, comes from, shit, I don't even know. I don't have any idea what story to tell you guys right now. Let me think for a second. This is not scripted, just so you guys know. I'm not one of them dudes out there who writes this fucking script and I'm going to bring in people in. I don't give a fuck about all that. All right, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to make knives, because truth is, I don't know how to fuck to make. I don't know how to fuck. Not that I know how to make a knife. I know how to make a knife, but I'm not going to teach you how to make a fucking knife. All right, because I don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the fucking joint, you taught somebody else to make a knife. They wasn't in your motherfucking mob. You was getting your head busted. You know what I'm saying? But I see dudes out here teaching motherfuckers like, this is how you make a knife. You rap, no, man, what the fuck that shit? I ain't teaching you how to make a fucking knife. I know I won't run into you someday and you fucking don't like some shit I see on this show and you use that motherfucker against me. Get the fuck out of here. You want to learn how to make a knife? Go do your own fucking bit. So the first story I'll tell you is here you go. All right, so when I first got in a joint as an adult, as an adult I had 2 cases. Well, I had a few cases, but the ones I went to the joint for was I had a mob action, the first one. Me, a bunch of my friends, we went and fought some other motherfuckers. shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I had this big ass bike chain that I used to wear around my neck. This is long before Quentin Rampage Jackson, so I had it around my neck. I used to wear that shit, and I know I whooped one motherfucker with it, but this other dude I knocked. So we're fighting. We all go, and we I'll tell you. I'll tell you a little bit of the story. So, and it's the most bitch ass shit when you look back on it, right? It's the most bitch ass shit because we was all there fighting over my boy and a girl. You know what I'm saying? So his girl, she was fine as fuck, no doubt. Fine as fuck. So we were over there fighting. His girlfriend was talking to some other dude. So me and my guys, me and the folks, we all get together. You know what I'm saying? We get in the car, we ride out, we go find these dudes, and we get to fight. So my boy, and I'm not gonna name no names, my boy and this other dude was fucking with his bitch. They got to fighting. My boy handled him pretty well. So then his friends want to start talking shit. So then I jump in, beep, 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 and I beam this motherfucker up, and I knock a bunch of his teeth out of his mouth, right? And then another one of my boys fucking pick up a big ass log and fucking whacked his ass with it, right? And then another motherfucker, funny as it is, he didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He just got arrested with us. So dude snitched on us, whatever. We got arrested. You know, I went to the county jail, got bailed out, $1,500. And, but I ended up getting 1 year in the pen for that shit, for mob action. And, which is fine, because in Illinois, you only do 61 days on a year bit. The problem is when I had gone to the jail, when they finally caught me, or when I finally got my time for that shit, I was also fighting an armed robbery case. So I got my year on that. I went to the fucking joint, and then so they sent me to Sheridan. All right, so Sheridan's like a medium security joint. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, for me, from what I can tell, it's more like younger guys and drug addicts. They had a drug program there called Gateway, right? So I'm there first night, right? And there ain't no other land folks on this deck that I know of. I'm in the intake, right? So I'm there, and the dude next to me. So of course I'm white, motherfuckers want to try you, right? So what happened was there was another white dude. He sat right next to me, right, and he was next to me. The thing, so he had said some shit to me, and I was like, listen, you quit running your mouth or something like that. And the dude says, and so he tells me, he says, I'm gonna whoop your bitch ass in the morning when we come out of the cell. Literally, I'm like, all right, cool, let's ride. So I just said, fuck it, packed up all my shit. Put it over in the thing, because I know the next morning I'm finna ride out. The minute these doors roll, ain't no talking. I'm gonna run up on this bitch and I'm gonna ride out on his ass, right? So all night long, man, these motherfuckers keep me awake, because the whole deck, you know how that shit goes. The whole deck is riling the other white boy up. They're riling his ass up. Oh, damn, Billy, you gonna get his ass. He got him. And then his celly in there, like, he in here doing push-ups and shit. He ready. He's like, I'm gonna whip all night long. If you ever been in a joint for 5 minutes, motherfuckers can't shut the fuck up in the middle of the night, right? There's always somebody out there banging on his door, or fucking yelling at your ass or some shit, or crying about some shit, or trying to get the guard to come. So they riling this dude. I mean, the gallery, and it's really just like a wing in Sheridan, in intake, or at least it was. Fuck if I know right now. I mean, you're talking 95. So the wing, there's only like maybe 15 cells, I think, in that wing, right? And then so I'm telling you, man, 14 of them motherfuckers had to be geeking this motherfucker up. So then they so we get to there. So the night comes, right? I pack my shit up. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have smoked a cigarette or something. And back then I used to smoke. And this dude's fucking jacked up, right? He is. And I'm just sitting there myself, like, this dude has no idea that I'm about to whoop his motherfucking ass in the morning. But he's over there letting all these black dudes and fucking Mexicans charge his ass up. Cool, no problem. Next morning, doors roll. I walk out that, and I don't even say shit too much. I just bust him in his motherfucking shit, and I start whooping the fuck out this motherfucker. Beep, 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 beep. I start beaming this motherfucker up. All right, this motherfucker, he ain't get one shot in on my ass. And don't get me wrong, you're going to hear plenty of stories about how I got my ass whooped. But this is just a story, the first one that I thought of off my head. Like I said, this shit ain't scripted. I'm just going to start fucking talking, and we're going to see what the fuck happens from there. So I just start beaming this motherfucker up, right? Beep, 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 beep. I beat his motherfucking ass. So, I slam him against the fucking wall, bust his head open and shit. And all in the time, you're talking 30 seconds between that time and when the fucking guard came and fucking took my ass off him. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I had kind of thought that I established, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, well, at least motherfuckers know, that I ain't no bitch. And, if you talking shit, then I'm going to handle my business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it's about in jail. I mean, the truth is, it's like anything. Like, jail's full of bullies, in case you ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Jail's full of bullies. So as long as, if they think they can bully you, they going to keep bullying you. You know what I'm saying? If they don't think they can, they won't. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to keep bullying you if they can. So there's too many motherfuckers in jail that will let a motherfucker fuck with them and take their shit and treat them like a bitch. You just got, as long as you're standing up for yourself, you're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you plugged, it's even easier. You know what I'm saying? I was plugged, I got lucky. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? But even if you ain't, if a motherfucker knows you're gonna stand up for yourself, you're gonna find a different way to do it. But at the same time, if you ain't plugged, you know, you can't get away with, you know, flexing on a motherfucker. You know, you flex on a motherfucker, you know, it's different. If you flex on a motherfucker, they ain't gonna fuck with you because they know you got, plug means you're in a gang. So if you plug, they know, you know what I'm saying, if I flex on this dude, he got all his buddies behind him. You know what I'm saying? And it's the weirdest fucking shit, really, because you might be on it. I've been on decks where there's been like 2 Latin folks and like, you know, but you know, then there's some GDs too, so we ran with the GDs and shit and the BDs too at that time, you know, and the breeds and all them guys. So and then there was the Vice Lords and the Latin Kings and people like that on the and the Moes and the fucking shit like that on the other side. So, but I mean, amazingly so, you know, as long as you were plugged, you really didn't. It didn't matter if there was 2 or 3 of y'all on the gallery or 50. You know, as long as you was, you know, conduct yourself right, they ain't gonna come for the most part. You know, fucking with you. But if you a neutron, hey, listen, man. You know, every day that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Every day that shit happens. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, depending on the joints you were in, like, you know, some joints, like East Moline, well, Neutrons ran that fucking place. You know what I'm saying? But you go to, like, Shawnee, and Neutrons getting their shit took. I mean, oh, my God. Big Money, we used to fucking extort the child molesters. I'll tell you about that later. But, so being in a mob, that helps. You know what I'm saying? Definitely does. You know what I'm saying? But in Illinois, it's not like it is in other states. In Illinois, it ain't really about race. See, a lot of other states is about race. You got to stick with your race. In Illinois, it's your gang you come from. So I'm a Satan disciple. So I hung out with the other Satan disciples who hung out with the other Latin folks who hung out with, you know. I mean, some of my tightest motherfucking boys was, you know. I had a 2-6, you know, Chino. That was my guy. We fucking did plenty dirt. I had a Simon City Royal named Too Tall. We did plenty dirt. I had another SD named Baby D. We did plenty dirt. So, you know, I could tell you. You know, name a million names of motherfuckers who I had done dirt with in the joint. And because that was my thing, is I was young and I didn't give a fuck. What you want? I'll go do it. Whether I get my ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? But I learned over time that, you know what I'm saying, the better way to go about it was, if you're going to do some dirt, get something out of it. Don't just do dirt to do dirt. You know, if you're going to do dirt, get some money out of it. If you're going to do dirt, do it so you can get a motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit you learn. So anyway, so Sheridan, I whoop dude's ass, whatever. I end up in the hole, right? I end up in the hole, whatever, 30 days. I mean, big fucking deal. When I was in the juvenile joint before that, I had been in the hole plenty of times. All right, guys, that's all for this episode right here. All right, tune in next time. All right, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about that time either, but at least, you know what? At least by then, hopefully you guys will ask me some questions. I'll have some shit that I can talk about, and we can go back through it. But for now, man, I'm Uncle Deadeye, and I'm out this bitch. Later.